And then it's a church thing, because then they go, like they do in the North End, they go up and down the street
Right, yeah.
with the saints.
We're doing the saint
Yeah.
festivities.
Yeah, well, we do
Once
this,
a week.
see, we do this here in Nonantum.
You still do?
We still do.
Really?
Oh, it's
Really?
beautiful.
Oh.
You should be here. It's the third week in July,
Yeah.
and we do it almost the way they do it in
Is that
Boston.
really?
Yeah. We have in the back here, we have the carnival, they have the slide, all the amusements and everything else
Yeah.
for the week.
Okay,
And then the day of the
Ferris wheel.
saint, the day of the saint, oh yeah, the day of the saint, they come up, we go to from Our Ladies, we come up Adams Street.
The statue out of the church.
So the man that lives across the street, he was one of the guys that started it.
Yeah.
So we have a big celebration here, because we get the band from the North End,
Yeah.
and fireworks,
Really?
because they kind of put a kibosh to our fireworks.
They promise we can't have them.
But we have the fireworks, and they have the doves. They release
Yeah.
the doves,
Do they really? Yeah.
and then they have the band plays,
They
and then
stop
they stop.
here.
See, they
Stop
stay.
here.
The same stops.
Certain houses.
Certain houses, and they do a little concert. But then, then the saint, when you pin the money on the saint, the way they
Yeah.
do the North End. We go up and down all the streets.
Really?
Then we bring the saint back there. They have a concert.
Back to the church or back to the park? Or?
Back to the park.
Yeah.
Then at 10 o'clock,
Yeah.
Sunday night, we
Yeah.
take the saint back to the church, and we have a candlelight parade.
Candlelight
They
parade.
put the red flares.
Procession.
They have the procession, you go behind the saint and you
Yeah.
sing and everything
Yeah.
else.
Put the
They
red
have the red
lights in
flares,
the poles,
all the poles
sticks.
and the Roman candles ahead of you, and the fireworks. Just the loud.
Exactly like they do. Yeah.
We do that. We've been doing that for years and years and years.
46 years
Yeah.
now.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because they want. I don't know. Their 50th year is going to be pretty soon.
Yeah.
Next year or the year after.
Yeah.
And they want to do something different, something very
Spectacular.
dramatically spectacular.
Yeah.
He kids that we're going to get that circus.
Oh,
We're
really?
going to have
Yeah.
the circus
The
come
whole
to
thing,
do.
man. Yeah. I mean,
That's
something.
amazing. But
Nonantum, you
We're
as
unique.
I hear, you're really unique, you're really special, and you're really together. Do you see any of that changing now?
No,
with
we're-
the younger generation.
now that we're keeping on with the younger generation.
Are they really?
Well,
Do they do the same
We
thing?
involved them with it.
we're involved. I mean,
Oh.
actually, I wouldn't say all of Nonantum. Now, you're just talking about us. See,
Yeah.
we have the Nonantum Christmas Party Association that we are very much involved with.
And what do you do with that?
Now, the Nonantum Christmas Party Association does everything.
Yeah, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Memorial Day parade. with
Right
fun
now,
with the
right
city.
now, we
Yeah.
are we will be, right next Wednesday, we're gonna have our first meeting.
Uh-huh.
Because the Nonantum Christmas
Co-sponsors.
Party, we are co-sponsors with the City of Newton for our Memorial Day Parade.
The Christmas Party
Association.
Yeah.
does the Memorial Day Parade.
We're co-sponsors of the Memorial Day Parade.
We
Because
have a staff down
the
here, that
Christmas
was the
Party
tradition.
Association,
Oh.
we used to have, on the Sunday before Memorial Day, we used to have an observance for our war dead.
Yeah.
We would go to the 5 bridges. We were responsible for getting the plaques on the bridges and everything else.
Yeah.
So we would honor our war
Decoration.
dead, and we would have our own parade.
Yeah.
Then the city would have its parade the next day.
Oh.
But it got so that our parade was better than the city
Oh, I
parade,
see, yeah.
and the
Everybody
city
showed up.
had competition. Well,
Yeah.
basically, Newton is not a parade city.
Yeah.
They would care less
Right,
on the
yeah.
south side of the city.
Yeah.
Whether they're not.
They're just not into
they're
parades.
not,
They're not
uh,
into fun things. Huh?
No, it isn't fun things. It's not the
They're
thing
not
to
just-
be. War is,
Oh,
and all
yeah,
this,
yeah,
that kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
They're not that
Anti-nukes
patriotic.
and anti-troops.
Yeah, but so, so it's about 5 years now, 3 or 4 years. We're co-sponsors, so that we can have one good parade.
He
They've
said
changed
in the
the route.
afternoon and we had ours in the morning.
They've changed the route too, so that we made it longer, and we are part of it, and we get most of the bands and everything else. So we have
feed
a pretty
everybody
good.
with bands
And
really
so
discipline.
that's what we do. I mean, he has we,
This is the
in the
Christmas Party
community,
Association.
he has a mailing list now, the whole bunch of us, I mean, there's a group of us now, like I have to make 20 sandwiches, and he has about 500 names, and we all have to make 500 sandwiches.
Uh-huh.
I mean, we each make 20 sandwiches.
20, right,
and then he
right.
goes and gets the donation, so that we feed all the people that participate in the parade.
In the parking lot.
We give them
everybody goes.
sandwiches and
Oh.
ice cream and
Yeah.
everything.
Uh,
So that is what we will be doing starting now. Well, starting now.
Right.
Then we do the St. Mary of Carmen parade, you know, the feast.
Oh, yeah.
We get involved in that.
July, yeah.
We get involved with that in July.
Yeah.
Then
CP,
we're involved with the cerebral palsy. We help the cerebral palsy, the Greater Boston Cerebral Palsy Group.
Yeah.
So
The
we
cookout
give them
is
four
awesome.
we give them 4 parties a year besides helping them do other things, raise their money and everything else. Guys
Yeah.
in this area help them and everything
Yeah.
else. They're on their board. So we give them a picnic
Uh-huh.
down here at Hawthorne, which we have a couple of hundred. So
Oh.
we give them a picnic.
Yeah.
This is the community
Yeah.
gets together, and it's sponsored by the Nonantum Christmas Party because they raise the money for these functions.
Oh, I see.
Then it's going to be the second week in September. We have a cookout for senior citizens, which we have close to 2,000 senior citizens that we feed.
Oh, my God.
And what we
about
do is
300 workers.
we have we start them off with steak and chicken, corn on the cob, salad, hot dogs, hamburgers, watermelon, cantaloupe,
Can I get into that?
pastries, and coffee.
Oh, my God.
All the drinks they want.
Really?
Colas,
Yeah.
Pepsi-Cola. They,
We
they
pick them
come
up.
with drinks those always.
We pick them up, and it's beautiful.
Bus,
It
yeah.
starts from 1 o'clock, and they eat out. We have the belly dances. We provide entertainment for them.
Yeah.
We have
Hills,
5 tents.
God slamming hills.
We have 5 tents that we cover them so they'll be in the shade.
Yeah, yeah. Who pays for all this?
The Nonantum
The
Christmas
fundraising.
Party Association raises the money.
Ongoing
Christmas
basis,
orphanages.
they collect money.
We're always raising money,
Like from businesses and...
Yeah.
Uh,
mailings
People,
and everything else.
Really? Yeah.
So then after we do that, then
Yeah.
we have a Halloween party for the cerebral palsy people.
over
Yeah.
at the
Then we
Rankin
start our
Kiwanis,
Christmas party. Then we start for the Christmas party.
Yeah.
He raised $26,000 for the Christmas party. So he
Wow.
buys the toys, and we have a Christmas parade, and we have
Free Santa Clauses.
we have
Really?
a pie for about 20. We could give out about 3,000 gifts to the kids. We go down a
Is
post
that
for
just for
fun.
all the kids around the neighborhood?
Any-
All
Anybody,
kids
yeah.
can show up at the-
And then that's a sight to see because then everything is in. You have your toys are in 6 different categories:
Yeah.
baby, small, medium, and large.
Uh-huh.
Boys and girls.
Boys and girls
Up
separately.
to 9.
Yeah.
Up to 9 years old.
Yeah.
And then they give baskets,
Yeah.
and they give baskets for the needy, and
Oh, yeah.
anybody that needs money, we help and everything
Yeah.
else. And in the meantime, what we do is they raise money for anybody in the community that is sick in the hospital. Usually gets a
Fruit
plant
basket.
or a fruit basket. Anybody that dies in the area, they gets flowers. Remember from the it's a combination. It's a combination of the Nonantum Christmas Party Association and the boys from the lake, the gang from
Yeah.
the lake.
Yeah.
And this is what is going on in the
Well,
community.
that's the
Plus
difference.
everybody in the
1899,
anybody
Christmas
that needs
That's when
any
it
help.
started? 1899?
The Christmas party started in 1899. And
How much of a treasury do they have? I mean, how can they do all these things?
They keep raising money
For
from
each
hand to
function
month.
they
Each
give
function, we
Really?
now see, we send
They
out.
have a weekly they have a contest.
We have
The
a-
winner gets $25. They have a drawing.
Oh.
But that's for the sick people or the
yeah.
baskets,
Right,
anybody that
that's-
needs
That's more
it.
on the,
We have
Hard
everybody
expensive.
coming to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a very good person that does this, which is, I don't know, I hope somebody, he will probably, did you call Pat?
No,
Mr.
I didn't.
Pellegrini.
Someone else did that.
Yeah, well, Mr. Pellegrini does all this.
Oh, he's the one.
He's the head of
Okay.
He's the coordinator.
He's the coordinator for all
I
of us.
see.
He's the chairman.
He's the chairman, huh?
And
They
this
call
is
you up and say, John Ellis, come on down, I need a hand. You know,
Yeah.
the
tomorrow,
next day.
Yeah.
tomorrow we're helping with the Mary O'Halloran Road Race.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be up at the high school at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and I'll be gone all day to help with the road. We have a road race that the Sons of Italy, that for the kids.
Yeah.
I'm involved.
But
in
I mean,
it.
it's there's always something going on in this
That's
community.
what
He
it
has
seems
a
like,
less,
yeah.
so he involves everybody. You know, I
Yeah.
don't have to be Italian.
Yeah.
He involves young, he involves old,
The organizations like
all the
Girls Party,
organizations and
Post
everything else.
50,
They
Yeah.
swear at him, but still they go.
They do it.
he swears back.
And he swears back, you know. But it's fun. It's fun living in Nonantum. I wouldn't want to live any other place.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I'm proud of it. And, I mean, maybe some other people aren't. But, I mean, what I do myself.
Yeah.
And it's an exciting thing to be in the Nonantum community. Because, as I say, you can see this. I get a big kick out of helping all these
Yes.
things.
Yeah.
Well, she has the
Goes-
girls club, but the boys club on Friday.
Well, I mean, but see, this is something that has been going on with a lot of the older people, and it's just other people.
Tradition.
It's tradition, and then somebody picks it up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So that we've always
It's
done
always
it. It's always
Continued. Throughout all
continued.
generations.
It's for each generation
Yeah.
keeps trying to do something.
Yeah.
But it
Yes.
really is, and I think that our kids are, you know, in the community here, even though the rest of the city, a lot of people in the city don't even know where Nonantum is,
Really. Yeah.
and they would care less.
Yeah. And yet you have so much down here. You have so much
My
going for
son came back from Ohio. He wanted to be around for St. Mary of Common.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you
All
have
the way
to
back,
you have
yeah?
to be it, you know. Well,
Yeah.
you can come this year. We'll let you.
That'd
What
be
are you
great.
majoring in?
That'd be
What do you
great. Political
expect?
science.
What do you expect to do?
I am not quite sure yet, but hopefully government someday. I'd like to get to government someday.
Okay. Well, Mr.
So-
Bonnie Frank is going to come to visit us.